Hi students, this is week 36, May 11th through May 18th, and the learning objectives for this week are the following. I can complete my error analysis for solving algebra quiz. So if you haven't done your solving algebra quiz yet, you need to retake it this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 4 to 5. Those are the only times. If you had a perfect score on your quiz, all you have to do is submit the assignment with no corrections needed. And as always, when you're making error analysis, on the left-hand side should be your original work, and on the right-hand side should be describing the error and then fixing it. The second objective is I can begin to understand the Pythagorean theorem. So we're starting a new unit and our last unit called Pythagorean theorem, and it involves the sum of the area of squares. You'll learn more about that in another video. So the assignments for this week are the solving algebra quiz error analysis, Pythagorean theorem number 1, and the KBAC for this week is 6th grade N, new, subtract integers using number lines. You might have noticed that a lot of our KBACs lately have involved adding and subtracting integers, because that's a super common mistake that I'm seeing in students' work. Speaking of common mistakes, these are the 3 most common mistakes that happened on the solving algebra quiz. The most common mistake that students made is that they were not adding and subtracting integers correctly. They were doing them incorrectly. I can't emphasize enough that if you're not sure about what the answer is, draw a number line or draw counters to help you understand. So many students made mistakes in this, and that really messed up everything in their solving equations, and also it affected their checking work. The second most common mistake is applying the distributive property incorrectly. So let's say we have 3 parentheses x minus 5, negative 3 parentheses x minus 5. When they distribute the negative 3, they're not distributing the negative sign on the 3 to both the x and the minus 5. They're just doing 3 times x and 3 times minus 5. Make sure you distribute the negative 3. And then lastly, another common mistake is combining terms that are not alike. So I saw some students do this. For example, x plus 7. What does that equal to? They said x plus 7 equals to 7x. That's not true. X is a variable, 7 are ones. Variables on LabGear look green, and ones on LabGear look yellow. You can't put the green and yellow together because they do not look alike. As a reminder, once you finish your quiz error analysis, you may retake it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 4 to 5. If you missed out last week, where 9 sessions were held for you to take the quiz, this is your opportunity to retake it. As always, please do not retake it until you have completed at least one solving algebra assignment. The word of the week is Pythagorean triples. If you want to write that on the top of your paper or on the bottom of your paper for Pythagorean theorem number 1. Once again, the word of the week is Pythagorean triples. And for attendance, the question of the week: if the pandemic ended today, where would you go first and why? Please answer that on Google Hangouts.